Hi folks, it's Mark here from the Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave, and an update on exactly what work I'm doing. So we'll start off, first thing is the Panther. I've cracked on big time with this, even down to priming. Now you might see at the moment parts that have been primed, parts that have not been primed. That was just to let you know exactly what I have added, so you can really see what I've done. The turret's all done. There's not much. A wee bit of filler there. What I'm going to do is just blend it in, a wee bit buffing, and I'll go over again with the primer again, just to seal a name. But everything's okay, fine. I've primed inside as well. You're not going to see this, so don't worry about that. Everything's primed. Gun, all smooth, primed, and UMP, by the way, UMP Great Primer. So that's that bit done. Tracks, all primed. I gave him a good couple of coats. There is a wee bit of flash, you can see wee bits here, which I'll just either cut off with the what's it called, the snips. Just try and make them as good as you can. But I'm going to paint these in dark iron. Then what I'll do is I've got bufferable stainless steel, and I'll dry brush the raised bits, and you can do it once it goes like a dark colour, and just got a buffing sander, and it'll come up and make these shiny like it's wear and tear on them. Then I'll probably end up covering the whole thing in mud again. So that's them done, the two of them done. I've glued the figures together. Some of them are primed, some of them I've just been trying to get rid of all the seam marks. I'm going to try and paint them again. I've done a no bad job the first time, but we'll see what it's like. As I say, I've still got all the seam marks today. I primed them on the sprue, just like this. The caps for the wheels, I just primed them on the sprue. I've done a lot of the parts which I've done like this. That's why these bits are all primed, because I just done them on the sprue and just sanded where I needed to go. Now, the other update I was doing was sealing all underneath. Whoops. Let's get on. Underneath, I'm going to take all these off. We're sealing all the underneath. As you can see, I've put a bit of plastic card. It's crude, but it covers it. When you're sitting it like that, you don't see, you can see a wee bit. I might hang it, I think it actually doesn't go that far down, but look, when you look at it that way, it doesn't look as bad, because you see right in there. You're not going to cover every single part. I could force it down. I think I might have to take a wee bit of this, and when I put this down level, yeah, I think that wee bit there, you can just see it there, interferes. And I think if I take a wee bit off of that sanding, it'll be fine, because when you put it like that, that looks fine. A wee bit right in the middle there. But again, once you have your wheels and your tracks, are you really going to notice it? Probably not. But that's a good tip for beginners. Get plastic card and do a bit of scratch building. It didn't take me long measuring that. I think it was 21.1 millimeters or something that it worked to. But look, it covers it. It doesn't look as, it gives a bit of thickness to this bit now. Oh, that was that. Not good, that one, right. One of the hinges just came off. That goes like that, but it's easily fixed. But apart from that, that's it. The only next thing I need to do before I prime this is I want to try and get a bit of gauze and cover these vents up. And I need to look into that. Do I leave that open, or do I put a bit of plastic card underneath just to cover it? Everything else, I'll check in the box. I think I've actually done. Yep. That's the wires done, which I've got to bend. Wheels are all done. I've only got the one side to do, which is the inside to do. Yep. That was supposed to fit there. Again, It's just sanding the seam away and getting it all done and dusted, but I'm getting there. I've still not decided on a camouflage colour yet. I know it's a dark yellow, but I've not decided. I've had a look online and there's lots of different schemes you can paint with these Panthers. So I'll have a look for the research, see what I fancy. I want to do something different than the norm, than what I've done before. All the hatches open. The gun I'm going to put in last. I'm going to paint the gun separate, put through before I seal all this. Because hopefully I'll be able to paint like that. Even though it's got a gap, I can just stick a bit of super glue at the very end when it's all painted and done and dusted, should I say. And close it up, it's okay. But yeah, it's getting there. I'm enjoying it. It's very quick and easy. Still got the rod to put through there and rod to put through there, but nothing much. That took a night to do. I was going to fill up the front, but I think I'll leave that. I might do it after I've primed it on, just put a tiny, when it's sealed, I might just put a wee bit in. See how it goes. Got a couple of things on the go, so. Well, that's as far as I've went with the Panther. Everything's primed. All the tools are primed, but I'll paint them all separately, the extra tracks. But that's about it with the Panther. Hopefully I'll be in the painting stage with the Panther by the end of this week, because I'm going to start this little kit. Now this has got a story. I started work on the Revell 144 Eurofighter, and unfortunately with heavy heart I had to put it in the bin. What happened is I had it all done. You've probably seen pictures online. I had it all painted, everything like that, with the undercoat or primer, should I say. I appreciated it. What I'd done is a black basing on it because it was a grey. I used Mr. Hobby Grey on it, and the problem is when I was airbrushing it, I was either doing it too lightly, so it was that in between, either too light or too heavy, to the point where the panel lines started to fill up. So what I've done is I stripped it back using Mr. Leveling Thinner, back to the primer stage, primed it, sanded it down, primed again, tried again. I just couldn't get the right consistency and look of the panel lines at that size. Maybe because I've never done it. So unfortunately it went in the bin. This is the kit I was going on about. I'm not a defeatist, so what I've done is I've ordered up another one of these. I'm going to try and get this right. There must be a way to try to get the panel lines to show and the light coats down. Maybe I'm just not used to this size, but I'm going to give it another go. It's a lesson learned, but I'm also willing to try again. But we'll see how it goes. But that's bin, unfortunately. So I'm going to start this today. The Hellcall E1628 Salamander by Tamiya. Now I've heard nothing but great reports for this. This is quite a cheap kit online, and I've got the sprues lined up, and I'm going to show you the sprues. It comes with the usual instructions, but also a full-size paint chart. Black and white, unfortunately, but it does have the AS colours, but you can convert them. That's no problem. I'm just going to go for the basic generic one, this one. I know it's probably done 1,000 times before, but I need something to keep my modelling juices going, as they call it, and rather than go after the Eurofighter build went Pete Tong. Glasswork, it's very clear as a whistle. What I like about this is it's got slightly, the canopy is slightly, you can just see it in the front. It goes into the fuselage, which is pretty good. Lovely and clear. Can't beat it. Tamiya again. Keep that clear. Sprue 8, you can see. Now I don't know how old this kit, I need to check up scale mates. But again, look at that. Absolute perfection. Not a bit of flash. Nice little detail in the cockpit. But not a bit of flash. I know ejector pin marks. But I don't think you'll probably see, you'll never see them. Lovely. Sprue A. The engine that you can highly detail. You can see it if I go up. There you go there. They even got a figure, which I might do for a change. I'm not very keen on painting figures and put them inside, but I'll give it a go. If it looks rubbish, I'll just leave it out. Lovely detail again. I'm really keen on painting this engine and really going to town. I might actually add wire work and everything like that to it to really make it pop. See how it goes. Engine cowling. I do know that it comes with a separate, you can have the engine out on a dolly, which I might do for a diorama. But absolutely beautiful. Look at the rib detail on that. You get two of them. The other thing you get is polycaps and nose weight. So that's what I'm going to start today. And I'll do an update. I'll do an update later on how I get on. I've also purchased 2K Clear, which I want to do the bikes and the carway, but I need to get some Cellular thinner, because after you've used the 2K Pro range, you need to clean out your airbrush with Cellular thinner. So I'm waiting on that, but I might have a shot again on the GT1 Tamiya car, the red and white one that I've done as a test bed. It's not the greatest build that I've ever done, but I'd rather use it on that and see how I get on with the 2K again, because you've got to get the measurements right, the consistency right, and to try it on that as what we call a paint meal on the 2K Clear, rather on the bikes and the two cars that I've got. But these are the decals. You're probably wondering why that is, because I think it was German sign swastikas on that, and that's why it's cut out, because I've seen an old video where they had them there. So lovely decals, very little film on them. Seat belts, but as you know, I'm not very keen on seat belts. I have the Edwards stuff, and that's, there you go. Detail upset with the proper seat belts rather than the paper ones. I know they're metal rather than fabric, but they look better than that. I think you can tell they do look better, and it's even a different colour. But I do like my detail upset for that. So that's what I'm going to start today. It's just a short one, guys. I know it's been about 5 or 6 days since my last one. But if you could, please like and subscribe. I'm still in that competition with my son to see who has the most subscribers by the end of the month. He's on 171. I'm on, I think, 39. Come on, guys, gals. Let's go on. Press that wee like button. Subscribe. I'll try and get as many videos out as possible. I'm enjoying this, and I'm getting great feedback for a lot of yous. Enjoy the support. Catch you soon.